you living in that place, how has having Swamiji, having Devi's Akashic readings, everything, how do you think that is, healing the whole humanity? How do you think that is making a difference? Of course, you shared about Paramashivoham, everything, but also in this aspect, having Swamiji, especially during this time of the pandemic, this whole second wave, which is really taking its toll in India, especially, and Devi Parashakti's revelation on this Adi Kailasa ship. How do you see the whole thing happening, Ma?
It's very reassuring. It's very, very reassuring. And Swamiji is giving darshan so many times. And we realize that how much he loves all of us. And in order to heal us, to help us, support us, he is giving so many times. And whenever I'm seeing Devi Parashakti, it's so reassuring, and you just connect to her, and you feel that, like a mother, she's taking you in your lap and cradling you and telling you, don't worry, I'm there to take care of you. It's like that. And this morning, I received blessings from Devi Parashakti, and it was amazing. I had goosebumps because you see Swamiji taking your name. And I mean, it is such a beautiful feeling that, okay, Swamiji has taken my name. Wow. And then the blessings, and you feel so reassured, because I know that whenever I'm sitting in front of Atmamurti or wherever I am in my heart, if I remember Swamiji, he will listen to me. But as the logical mind goes, listening to Devi Parashakti, Swamiji in form of Devi Parashakti blessing, taking my name and saying Tathastu to whatever I've requested for. I felt, and my family felt, so reassured. Okay, Devi has blessed us. So nice. So that kind of reassurance is very important. Delhi has really been hit very hard. And I feel that only Swamiji's blessings are there. That is why we are seeing that the numbers are decreasing now. It has not becoming very good. I won't say that we are safe now. But at least the amount of destruction that was happening to some amount has gone down. It is decreasing now. And we are looking forward to the day when it's all over. But I feel it's Swamiji's blessings and his protection only that we are receiving here.
Actually, Swamiji had given the best solution for this, like meaning the only path for this is to get the tirtham from Vaidya Sarovar, the drink, meaning the water from the Vaidya Sarovar, the healing pond, taking a dip in that and drinking the prasadam there. That is the only way which is going to heal. Actually, even yesterday in the Akashic reading, even today morning in the Akashic reading, actually, Devi was telling so powerfully how important it is to understand what is actually happening. Because right now, what everyone is experiencing, what is actually happening, the whole pralaya that is happening, it's not just what is happening cosmically, but it is man-made also. And because it's man-made, the destruction is really severe. And right now, just for protecting us from this, 12 years ago, Devi herself, in the embodied form of our beloved Swamiji, had created this Adi Kailasa. That's the ship. Like how we are sharing, Noma, like what is the solution? Like when people are looking for a solution, Swamiji is protecting everyone and at the same time giving the solution also. So everyone, actually all the viewers who are watching here, watching us live right now, even you all can become a part of it, or even if you want to donate something for it, you can email us to contact@kailasa.org. Yes. Thank you so much, Ma Suman.
Is there anything else that you want to share, Ma? Is there anything else that you want to tell all the viewers?
I would just like to tell everyone that please do take the darshans. It has immense healing power. And take Ma Parashakti's blessings every day. Whenever darshans are happening, every day, twice a day, darshans are happening. Just take Ma Parashakti's blessings. Some people were saying that we don't understand the language, but when we were like small kids, we couldn't understand what my mother was saying. I never knew, what I was drinking was milk or something else. But it gave me benefits anyways. So I feel that whether we understand the language or not, we take the energy, we take the darshans, and we have that quantum entanglement with the Shakti that will give us immense power, mental and physical power to combat this situation and be positive. Staying positive is very important. So just take darshans of Swamiji and see his videos, see oneness capsules, and just think about him, pray to him, talk to him whole day. I think it is very beautiful that his presence in himself in our times. We are so fortunate that he's there, even if we can't see him physically, but he is always there, and we are always in his breathing space. As soon as we just connect to him, and we are in his breathing space. So it's such a good fortune, and we should make the most of it. And by just remembering him, I feel that you can just get rid of all the negativity and get healed.
Absolutely, so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing.
Actually, hearing this is so reassuring. How much everybody there, when Swamiji is saying, I am protecting those my devotees, I'm protecting each and every one of you. Hearing this is just such a experience by itself, because each and every one of us are being attended to by Swamiji. It was such a beautiful sharing. Thank you so much. And all those out there who are watching this, who are listening to this, this is the door of healing opening up to you in your life. Take a jump, enter into it, so you can experience what Ma Suman was sharing. What was her experience can become your experience too. So thank you so much, Ma Suman. And now, it was such a beautiful sharing from Ma Suman. We heard someone from Guyana sharing with us. We had someone from Delhi sharing with us. Now, we have someone from the US joining us. So we have Ma Sharmila Rajendran, who is joining us to share her experience. How through the pandemic, how she experienced and what was her experience about Devi's Akashic reading. So I request the interview operator to project Ma Sharmila Rajendran. Yes. Nithyananda Ma, would you like to just introduce yourself, where you are from, and how long you've known Swamiji for?
No, I think maybe you had unmute. Sorry, you're not audible.
Okay. Nithyananda, I'm Sharmila Rajendran. I'm from California, USA. I've known Swamiji for the past 6 years. Prior to that, I've been with Bhagavan Satya Sai Baba for 18 years. And Baba guided me to Swamiji. And right from the beginning, I connected to Swamiji as like God. There was like no doubt about it. And I always had the strong feeling that he's continuously hearing me and knowing everything about me, that I couldn't shake that feeling. It was like, I just like connected with him so strongly, like I couldn't do anything, like constantly I used to watch his videos initially, I just like felt like, oh my God, why did I not know this before? Like so much knowledge was being given, all right? And so my first program was Nithyananda. And after that, like the biggest, experience I've been having is a few months after Nithyananda. It's like him seeing me on one way. I suddenly have that feeling that, that experience that he's just like seeing me and, doing some kind of a process on me. So initially it was just occasionally it used to happen, but I think the prior to the first experience, he said one time in one satsang, like, don't think like I can see only in two way, I can see in one way also. So those words just entered me. And
I'm going to just explain to the viewers here. So when we say two way and when we say one way, it means that there are all the Kailasians and e-Kailasians get the blessings of sitting in Nayana Diksha, where we get to have Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's eyes fall upon us. When we say one way, it means that we are not like we're just watching on YouTube, but still experiencing Swamiji without like Swamiji directly falling upon us. We are just watching somebody on YouTube or some other social media platform, but still able to connect. Go ahead, ma'am. Just wanted to explain.
So that's the experience I was having. Initially, it was just occasionally once a month like that. I used to feel that. Later on, it becomes pretty much every day. Like just before he starts, starts the satsang, he will just do a process. Basically, he was completing me, like clearing out patterns in the nadi, that's matter deposited in the nadis. So somehow that's the knowledge I was getting. This is what he was doing, and I was okay with that. Sometimes he intensely stare, and tears will start rolling out, and but I know that he's removing something from me. It's not about me, right? But slowly, it like became like every day he was doing that, and I'll have various experiences like I think he was preparing me for Sadashivoham to come. I was like resisting. So suddenly one day he just did a blessing with his hand, like like a golden spark came out of the TV and just hit me, and then instantly I just changed. Oh, I have to go for the Sadashivoham program. Same with Maha Sadashivoham also, like same way he did it, and I'll just be there. So various, I cannot. There's so much that has happened in these 6 years, but and then I never asked him all these experiences were real. What is this, right? And in DTA, he said one time that so whatever I'm saying inside, right? He's like telling it in satsang. That's what he told me. So why do you, and I had
a small explanation to the viewers here, because we are so used to these terminology that viewers would not really understand. So when she says DTA, it is there the avatar, where the avatar himself, the Supreme Pontiff himself, sits and attends to devotees one-on-one, and they get to ask the boons and prayers, and Swamiji grants it for them. So when Ma was sharing, what Ma was saying is that she was always talking to Swamiji. She was always connecting to Swamiji, not in the physical plane, but actually through just watching Swamiji on the one way. She just felt like she's talking to Swamiji, and she was interacting with him in her inner space. And whatever Swamiji was blessing was becoming a reality. And she never told about this to anybody. But on the diary avatar call, where she had not even asked about this to Swamiji, Swamiji himself says that what I am talking to you, whatever you are asking to me, what you are asking to me is what I am responding to in the satsang. So when she says DTA, it is diary avatar, where she had a personal, an opportunity to directly ask her boon to Swamiji. Please go ahead, Ma.
Yes, Ma. So then he told me also like just talk to me, because prior to that I was always like either commenting, not like real conversation was happening. So only after he said that to talk to me, then I started like asking him some questions, or like, why is this happening? Like, and then he'll start revealing. He'll say he'll give me knowledge, and then like either in the satsang itself he'll say, or like by next day it'll be revealed. So this is what was happening every day, and more the cosmic truths were revealed, like how the cosmos existed, and that was giving me a lot of completion, like so much happiness. So this is what he was doing to keep me happy, because like otherwise I'm throwing tantrums too. That was also going on side by side, and and then I was also started doing Nirahara Samyama, I think this was 2019. I'm not sure, it's like quite a long time. So I was just doing like, once a month every day. And suddenly like one day Swamiji said like, on Messenger, he said like to surrender without ifs and buts. I was like, I actually told him first I'll surrender without it, I'll make an attempt for surrender. And then he said like, that's hypocrisy, like. So then I was like so like tormented. Okay, then like the next day I said, okay, I'll surrender without any ifs and buts. Then he told me to do nirahara and detox. So that's when I started doing like continuously. And he said like he will manifest through me, and I should and he'll plan my life. So that's when I was like doing every day, and it was so easy to do nirahara, and after about 6 months, he said there's no need for nirahara. So then I was okay, like, and I asked him whether I should do lifetime nirahara, and he said to consult with the doctor. So I did a physical, and it was like so amazing, the results. It was like, everything all was perfect, the readings.
Of not eating anything, and when the doctors check, your health was not outside. That's wow.
The doctor was so surprised, and she herself was telling like, okay, like, you can be on this for a lifetime without me even asking her. And so but I just like, I had also lost a lot of weight, so I wanted to eat, and then I tried, but I couldn't handle it. So, every time, once in a while, I'll try to eat solids, and I couldn't handle it. So this went on for a very long time. Only like recently, I've been able to have 1 meal per day, but for like almost 2 years, I couldn't really have, pretty much on liquids. And what was happening was, because of that, there's so much more knowledge was being revealed. And, so the complete, knowledge about how I created my life, like everything in life, it was created by me, and how others mirror. So much detailed knowledge was being given. And, but my mind was still like kind of, always asking questions, something other than bothering me. There's, so that was never getting settled. Somewhat it had slowed down only after Devi Parashakti's readings, when she said in one of the Akashic reading, like she called my name and said like, to drop the mind. So that actually after a few days it took effect. The mind really shut down. There was like no more tantrums. It was just such calmness. So then there's such a big relief, actually. Otherwise, there was always this mind acting up for me, no matter how much knowledge she was revealing.
Yeah, and what you're sharing is so beautiful as to how continuously you are experiencing Swamiji in your life. And you're sharing it was in the year 2019 and 2020, that whole period. And actually the whole Pralaya time, how Swamiji is just making himself available in each and every one of our lives.
I mean, never miss the outside world. I was constantly glued to the TV or doing something related to Swamiji. Never missed it. Never felt like going out. Pretty much I'm in the house all the time. So it was and he takes care of our personal life. My kids, every little thing he took care. Like my son's like college, or like his job, his internship, any little thing I ask him and put a message to him, he'll just put a thumbs up or something, and it'll just happen. So I just, there's so much unclutching with the kids happened simultaneously. So I didn't really bother about them. It was just happening easily. Only certain areas where I'm stuck, it was not happening. For that, he was giving me knowledge and why. And then like time I was breaking, and changing. So it's like a major transformation. It's unbelievable. Whatever has happened, it's just so many spiritual experiences, right, out of this world.
And actually, in this modern day where humanity is more on social media than on their own house, Swamiji, even on the social media, be it Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, attending to thousands of people through the social media manager, Swamiji is just making himself available so much. Every day, hundreds and hundreds of requests. And so many people, like Swamiji attends each and everybody, blessing people. Now, physically, Parashakti herself sitting, not just through social media managers blessing, but physically Parashakti herself sitting and attending. And I know Parashakti called out and blessed you and telling that you are her favorite daughter. How was that experience for you, Ma? And we can hear Parashakti calling your name frequently, and then she showers you with her blessings. How was that experience for you?
Yes, hearing my name coming out of her mouth, it's just like, for the first time she called, I just made up my mind that, okay, she's never ever going to call my name, because I'd asked a few questions that it was not called at all. And like the day I never asked question, that's when she called out my name. I didn't ask anything. So it's like, because I'm totally surprised she's not going to call my name. It's okay. I'll just be in like more in oneness experience, like other people are also part of me. So I a lot of the messages she gives for others was like very much applicable to me. So okay, happy with that. So it's like totally surprised. Oh my gosh, did she really call my name? It just felt good when she said Bahuputri, and favorite daughter, right? Wealthy daughter. So all those words, really has an effect. Sometimes not immediately, but it really becomes a cognition like a few days later. It's always uplifting. Any word uttered by her, it's very, very uplifting.
They're so beautiful. And yes, so true, Ma. Just when Devi blesses, attends to us, just hearing that one word when she says, "You're my favorite daughter," just when she calls Magale, means when my daughter, that itself is such a strength. Everybody who comes and shares, more than any other blessing, just Devi calling out their name itself is a profound healing for them. And when Devi blesses, saying, "You are hers, you are her own daughter," and that reassuring her love, her protection, her care for us, that is such a huge blessing. And it was a very beautiful sharing, Ma Sharmila. Ma, thank you so much. And especially during these times of the pandemic, you shared where you did not even feel the need to go out, you did not feel restricted, you did not feel like you're missing something, because that is what people were affected the most, where they're no more able to socialize with people, they're no more able to go and easily mingle with people. There's so much of insecurity. But here for you, you just felt Swamiji throughout with you, and you just felt him attending to you, not even physically, just your connection with Swamiji. And that has given so many miracles and so many things. It was so beautiful, Ma. Lastly, is there anything else that you would like to add or share?
It's just, I love this Bhava Samadhi Darshans. I don't miss. So much completion happens every time. There's so much unknown in us, right? He takes care. There's only certain level we can do completion. Beyond that, he takes care. So just sitting in Bhava Samadhi Darshan, just so much. So it's best not to miss even a single one.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much for being
here. Thank you, Ma, for having me.
Thank you, Ma.
Nithyanandam.
Now, the next person that we have with us is a mother and a daughter duo. We have Ma Pushkala and Ma Tracy, who joined here to share their experience with Parashakti, the divine leelas in their life that happened in the grace and blessings of Parashakti in the embodied form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhan, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Yes, Nithyanandam, Ma Pushkala, Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam. Would you like to just introduce yourself, like where you're from, how long you've known Swamiji for?
Yes, absolutely. So my name is Ma Pushkala Nithya, and I am from Colorado, USA. And this is my daughter.
Hi, Nithyananda. My name is Tracy.
And so how long I've known Swamiji? I've known Swamiji since actually year 2009. And I just have so much to share. I have so much to say since I've known Swamiji, because it has been not only life transforming, but the best thing that could have happened to me. And it's so hard to put in words, but it is so real. It is the realest experience I've ever had in my life. So to begin with, back in 2008, I had my daughter Tracy, and during that time, I went through some complications, health complications. And the doctor was very straightforward. My doctor, she was very straightforward, and she told me, "Listen, you're not going to make it. You're just not going to make it anymore. Get your family together for goodbyes." And at that moment, I was so afraid. My blood pressure was really high, and they flew doctors from like different part of the United States to come and operate surgeries on me to try to save my life. But it was not happening. There was no success in that. And I was in ICU for many weeks. After that, they decided if your blood pressure doesn't come down, you will not make it. You will not live. So she just said, "I have to be honest with you as your doctor. Please get your family together." And this is before Swamiji came into my life. And I was so afraid. And I just didn't know what to do because I was in the ICU for so long. I didn't have that connection with God or divine. But I just, at that moment when I was so afraid, I just prayed. I said, "God, if you're really real, if you really do exist in whoever you are, wherever you are, if you're truly real, then please save my life because I'm so afraid and I don't want to die. I want to live my life. I want to experience my life and I want to experience my life with my daughter. Please save me if you're truly there." And shortly after that, some miracle happened, of course, and maybe 2 weeks later after that, the doctors was really shocked and they said, "This is so shocking for us. We don't know how it happened, but your blood pressure is going down. It's starting to drop down. So if it continues to go down like this, then we will be released from the hospital. You will make it. You will be okay." So time came and this miracle happened and they sent me home. I was well enough to go home. After that, I used to just think like this conversation that I had with God that I don't know who it is. How did it happen? Who did I have this conversation with? Like, I would just think very intensely. I want answers. I would just seek for answers from God. Then shortly after, somehow Swamiji came into my life through YouTube. Someone introduced and Swamiji came into my life through YouTube. The moment I saw the first video of Swamiji, I just knew that he's the one I've been waiting for all my life. He's my guru and he's the person that I've been waiting. I found my life purpose. It was like I was dead and I became alive. Like literally, I felt like for the first time I was alive. I felt like I didn't laugh for so long. I felt like I didn't have a smile in my face. I didn't have inspiration. But when I saw the first video of Swamiji, I was like, this is it. And I just felt life energy entered into me. And I just knew I had to be with him. I knew that I have to be with Swamiji. How I will do it, I didn't know. So since then and until this point, my life has been nothing but events of miracles after miracles after miracles after miracles. Swamiji has literally raised me like a baby and evolved more and more, upgrading my consciousness constantly since then. And not only just upgrading my conscious, like how I would experience myself differently inside of me, but even my surrounding. He's evolved me so much in my surrounding. So many breakthroughs have happened since then. So my first miracle I just wanted to briefly share is that I wanted to attend the inner awakening and I didn't have the money for it. So I said, "Swamiji, how will this happen? I know I have to be with you and I know how I feel it's real. It's so real and I want to be with you. Please make this happen. I don't know how it's going to happen." So this was back in 2013. And then somehow I got some money, but it was not enough to go to inner awakening. And so then I just started crying. And I just cried. This is not enough money. How will I come to you? How will I make it inner awakening? Swamiji, you know my heart. I want to be with you. You have to make this happen. I just told him he has to make it happen. Ma, like literally, I went to work that day and there was an envelope waiting for me. And I opened that envelope. It was a check from the IRS made out to me in the exact amount of money that I needed to go to the inner awakening. And I said, why would IRS pay me? It doesn't make sense. Like, I'm supposed to pay taxes. Why are they paying me? And it just so happened that some way they were trying to track me for so long. They said, we were not able to find you, but we owe you money back. So they owed me the money back. And I knew it was divine intervention. I just felt Swamiji in my heart. I knew it was divine intervention.
every single person almost shares this, like, I don't know, like literally, like how you're telling, no? Why would that? It doesn't even make sense. Like all of a sudden, they are suddenly trying to track me. Suddenly, the money manifests. Is like how he plays his leelas is just so beautiful. Same thing. Like this is exactly what happened. Even when I wanted to manifest money for going to Cambodia in a awakening, all of a sudden, bank person calls telling, or 2 years before, the grandfather who died actually, he had left his body 1 year ago. But it's just 2 years ago, he put money 6 lakh exactly in my name, and they're trying to track me. And it's like, oh my God, Swamiji, it is amazing. It's so beautiful what you're sharing, Ma. I think like if we start sharing about Swamiji, this will just keep going endlessly.
Absolutely, Ma. Yes, absolutely. That is why I said, it's just the experiences, Ma. Like Swamiji has upgraded my consciousness so much since then that I have experienced so many breakthrough. My first real breakthrough happened after inner awakening. I started to manifest wealth. That was my real first wealth manifestation breakthrough. And since then, all I can say, Ma, of course, there's like events and events and events of miracles after that. But all I can say is that Swamiji is so real inside. He's so real sitting inside that literally anything that I ask him for, I just know that he will give it to me. I never have a doubt, will it happen, will it not happen? I just know, not only just that, he will talk back to me. So I will just ask Swamiji questions. Swamiji, this is what I'm going through. This is what I experienced. What should I do? Only you guide me, Swamiji. I don't know what to do. You please show me and you please guide me. And literally, Ma, Swamiji will answer me. After my puja, normally it will happen during puja time. After, when I'm done with the puja, then Swamiji will start talking to me. He will start telling me what to do and the answers and giving me blessings, and all these things will happen like that. So all these beautiful things are happening, Ma. So much is there to tell. But what I wanted to share, and then we had the blessings, of course, I just wanted to share that we were so fortunate because we had the blessings to be in Swamiji's physical presence also. We had the chance to be Adi Navasis. So to live with Swamiji, Ma, it was the most fulfilling experience, most fulfilling. I don't even know what I did to deserve it. That's all I can think. When I think about all the goodness, the multitude of blessings and just grace of Swamiji that he showered on us in everything, and not just only for me. See, I know Swamiji is my mom and dad, but knowing that he's the mom and dad for my kid also, and he's the mom and dad for my parents also, it is like the multitude of the blessings I can't even grasp. I don't understand it. Logically, I cannot understand it, but I just know it's his blessings and it's his pure unconditional love that he's giving each one of us. So like that, Ma, so many beautiful experiences are continuously happening. Then after that, when it comes to Parashakti, Devi Parashakti, see, because she's a mother, she knows us so well. I know that she knows my space so well. What happened? Actually, I had 3 experiences I wanted to share with the Devi Parashakti. So one of the experiences, Ma, what happened was that when Devi Parashakti had first started to come live and give darshan, I was not able to attend. So I was feeling so sad. I'm not able to attend because I had to attend to some work. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to miss Parashakti. So every day I was reading the transcript. Oh, Parashakti, I want to be there. I want to be there. I don't want to miss you. I want to be there. Then I just read Parashakti said, whoever all is here, you will all receive my blessings and you will have my darshan. Just think of me and rest in me. And when you go to sleep, I will give you darshan in Turyatita. Like that. She said something like this along these lines. And I just knew that if Devi has said it, it is true. It has to come true. So like that night I went to sleep, Ma. In the morning I woke up. I don't remember if I had darshan or not. So nothing. Okay, that's okay. Then I'd forgotten about it. The next day I had returned back from work. And for some reason I was feeling sleepy. I had went to sleep. And that moment, Ma, I had Devi's darshan. It was so beautiful, Ma. It was so beautiful. I saw, Ma, it was just absolutely so amazing. Devi was there. I saw the pearls she was wearing, the dress she was wearing, the things she was holding. I could see, and then I opened my eyes, Ma, and Devi was there. Like she was there also. Like that, Ma, so many beautiful. It was so nice, Ma. So this was my first experience with darshan. Yes.
Tells how she attends to how much she is there. It is extraordinary. Ma, I'm listening to these. In one thing today, I'm really having as a very strong experience as I'm listening to each of your sharing is how much Swamiji reassures every being, how much he is there for each and everybody, be it you, be it Ma Sharmila, be it Ma, the previous people who shared, everybody Just one thing they said, Ma, Swamiji, even though it is not that Swamiji always needs to talk to us physically, just when we do the puja or when we are just connecting with him, he's just there. That reassurance, Ma, and that what that does to our lives, that is so, so, so beautiful. And my God, the way Devi, just bless you, she'll come in your dreams, and she came and she gave you the darshan. Each of these experiences are profound. Oh my God, it's so beautiful, Ma. Just listening to your sharing.
Yes. Thank you, Ma. And
We have Ma Nithyananda Paramashivam who's with us. So I just wanted you to share one last thing, Ma. This conscious shift that Swamiji has revealed, Devi Parashakti has revealed, the spiritual vaccination for corona. So like Devi revealed that how it is a cure and care for coronavirus. So how do you think, as a mother for your child and as a person who is also like living, and you have been seeing how this COVID has been taking place, be it in the US, and you know an experience of it. So how do you think this is important? We also have Ma Nithyananda Paramashivam who's with us, who is in Adi Kailasa, who is also leading this project. So she's also here with us. You can go ahead and share to everybody how you feel this is important, how you feel this makes a difference, this matters to people in their lives at this point in time.
yes, sure, Ma. Ma, so what I can say about that is that it is absolutely utmost important. You know, the crisis that we're going through, it has created so much of havoc. It's created so much of chaos, insecurities, and fear, and just confusion. You know, what to do, where to go, how to handle the situation. And to have Parashakti here with us, to have Swamiji giving us guidance. For me, Ma, what I can say as a mother, just knowing that Swamiji is here for us, right? Knowing the mother, cosmic mother herself, Parashakti, is here for us. She's giving us the assurance over and over again, just being in her presence, knowing that she's taking care. There's absolutely no doubt about it. Anything, Seema, what I know is that the love for Parashakti, meaning that after all, what is she here for? She's only here because of the unconditional love that she's giving us, right? There's nothing that, no matter what we do or try to give to mother, there's nothing that we can give. She's just here to give us unconditional love. So when we sit with mother, we just know that she's here to take care of us. She's here to protect us. She's here to guide us. So she's giving us instructions. And as a mother, Ma, I just know that connecting with mother herself, the instructions that she's giving us, like Devi Parashakti, she's so simply saying, I will protect you. We know that we are protected, right? Then she gives us, these are the instructions, follow these 8 instructions and nothing will happen to you. We just know. We don't even have to worry about the secondary thoughts of going to get this shot or going to worry about doing this and doing that. Whatever comes, she will manifest. We just know that if that situation was there and we were supposed to do something, only she will manifest through us. She will take care. She will create the type of an ambience situation where we will be protected. And we just know that having the feeling connection with her, already we are taken care of. So when she gives us instructions, Ma, for us, that is enough. We just know that that will become the reality for us. So to have her and hear that, it is assurance for us.
Beautiful, beautiful, Ma. So Tracy, how are you doing? And would you like to share with the viewers how you are feeling after receiving the blessings from Devi Parashakti?
Yes, so one thing I would like to share about getting the blessings from Devi is that it's the exact same feeling as asking Swamiji for blessings in person. So for me, I was able to attend Gurukul in 2018 when Swamiji was still there physically giving blessings. And when you ask Swamiji, or when you ask Devi a question, even if it's online through YouTube or Facebook, when Devi answers your question, it's like the same energy as being right next to Devi. Like you can feel her right next to you. It's like a big warm hug. It's like such a big reassurance. And another thing I would like to share is, especially during COVID, I noticed like a lot of people around my age, especially, they feel like kind of restricted, that they're inside a lot, or they're missing their friends, or they feel like they're, they can't do anything and they're bored all the time. But with Swamiji, I really feel like I could have been more comfortable at home. Like Swamiji gives us blessings every single day. Swamiji gives us darshan every single day. And it's just like, it's such a radiating feeling. I never feel powerless, or I never feel bored, or I never feel like I'm being restricted. It's just like Swamiji's always there to like be a cosmic mother to us. So it's a really nice feeling.
Amazing, beautiful. Thank you so much to both of you for joining the show today. All our viewers, and we enjoyed your sharing. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, Nithyananda.
Yes. Before we move on to the next person who's going to share the testimonial, let's have a short break.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. I will reach you wherever you are. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being of Paramashiva. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashiva will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else. Once, Arunagiri Yogeshwara, my guru, gave me an instruction and then he asked, "Will you do it?" I was shocked. I immediately folded my hands and said, "You are God, you are Shiva. How can I not do what you say?" He laughed and said, "No, only if you know I am the Guru who is going to make you experience God, you need to listen to me." Understand? The most powerful cognition is God is Guru to make you realize you are God. Only then you will achieve enlightenment. Guru is the manifest form of Paramashiva. Paramashiva is unmanifest source of Guru.
Next we have joining with me Rekha Nithyananda. Yes. So yes. Would you like to share with us your experiences of receiving the Devi Parashakti readings?
Yes, first I would like to tell you that my journey with Swamiji has been a very long one, right from 2009. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Ma. Can you be a little louder, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been a long journey from 2009 onwards. I first met Swamiji in Ohio for a Kalpataru program. And then following that, There was 2-day other program which I joined, and then we got the healer's initiation. At that time, I was very naive, didn't know much about anything. And basically, I went there for healing. I have been having a lot of health problems. So following that, then there was an opportunity to go for inner awakening in December of 2009. And when I first saw Swamiji, I just related to him as a son and a mother, because my son is about his age. And first of all, I thought that was a wrong way to go, but that kind of strengthened in me somehow. And, and from then on, I've been in ups and downs for a long time. But in 2015, I was able to go to Varanasi for the inner awakening. And at that time, I was very sick with heat stroke. And I had to leave after 10 days and go to Mumbai, where I used to work, because I thought I'd get the best care and I would be healed. And so I did that. And then following that, I returned to the United States. I believe at that time very deeply that it was Swamiji who has protected and healed. So, I am deeply indebted for that reason. Sorry. From then on, there was still more ups and downs with a lot of things. I had been attending satsangs almost every day for the last many years. And when the great pause came, that was the time I really felt very down and low. And once everything started back up, I was in my peak, like in essence. So I knew that, my gut feeling is going to be correct. And I just went on and kept on with all the satsangs and everything. And to the point now, all the Bhav Samadhi darshans I have attended, each one has added a little more and more to the understanding. One cannot really talk about an avatar Purusha in the real sense. You have to experience, and what they say is very hard to put in words. It's so true. But lately, I have been experiencing a point where I have complete trust and faith, and I've been more convinced that the grace showered is something you really cannot fathom till you get it. And I've been waiting, and now you may be knowing that I have asked several questions of Parashakti, and she has blessed over and over. And I am so indebted to that blessing. And the understanding also has deepened. And, there is no wavering. What a lot of people have kind of led me to believe that, you're going the wrong way. I just can't take that. So, I will be able to negotiate that after all these blessings from Parashakti. And I have no hesitation now to ask for blessings, no matter how many times. I sometimes feel that I'm not grateful for whatever has been given, yet I keep asking. And it's just been a wonderful time. There are so many incidences. I don't think I can go into all those details. But once or twice, when I was very low, I did have Swamiji in my dreams, and all he said was, "Don't go anywhere." And that was like a ceiling, that that's where I'm supposed to be, and here I am. And today, with so many blessings from Parashakti, there is no way I'm going anywhere. And this is going to be my life. Is there any specific thing that you want me to address here?
Yes, Ma. I know you are serving Yamita Yajaman, and you have contributed to Swamiji's Sangha as a serving Yamita Yajaman contributor to Kailasa. So what is that aspect which made you contribute to Kailasa? What is that made you feel like, okay, I want to contribute, I want to become a serving Yamita Yajaman?
The first thing, actually, we were exposed to what exactly Sarvajñapita is in the 2015 Inner Awakening at Varanasi. And whatever 10 days I spent there were a lot of exhibits, and we saw exactly what this is about and where it is going. So that kind of told me that this is where I think I want to contribute. It didn't happen because I was very sick and I had to leave. But when I got better, that's one thing that clicked in my mind, that this healing, and I had at that time felt I may not be able to see Swamiji again. And I said, this is the only time and this is the way that I have to keep this alive in me. So, gradually got better, and I know it's the grace that is just flowing. But it's very difficult for a person to understand so many of these things. This is all, beyond our mental capacity, I guess, at least my mental capacity. And with so much negativity that I faced, I thought, maybe I am not going the right way. But then I said, no, this part I must do because I don't know how much time I have. Though I trusted that, I'm going to be okay, but being a physician, that was far-fetched for me. So I came out of that, and I then went for this Sadashivoham program, which was 10 days. Mm-hmm. And at that time, I was able to do it. And that time, I had a deep feeling that Swamiji didn't look well to me in my physician's way of assessing. And I came away from there with all the mandalas and all that. And I said, again, trying to ask myself, where am I headed? And then after that, when the great pause happened, that was another time when I sat back and reflected that, if Swamiji is away from there, what is going to happen? And, I wasn't able to make the, contribution in 1 year or 1 day or something. I had to take my time, not because of anything, but because of a lot of rules and regulations. So that was the main thing that, I knew that this is a very great cause that we need to support for posterity, not only for us. We have probably done our part and gone, but we have to keep this alive. So that is the push that made me do it. And I had that feeling about Karta also, but I think that may be a very big step for me. But anything can be made to happen by Parashakti. I know that. So if that is going to be the way, let it be so. So I try to resist asking questions day after day, but it just comes up and it prompts me to ask. I said, she's there to give. So I must ask. If I'm doing the wrong way, I will be told. because some people he has told, whatever, she has told whatever is if they're going the wrong way. So I said, I want to find out that also. If I'm going the wrong way, I need to know. So that is my experience in short. It's been a long journey, but it is worth every bit of it.
Beautiful, Marika. Thank you so much for coming live and sharing your experience and how it is the responsibility of each and every one of us to keep this science alive, to keep this knowledge tradition alive, to keep the science of enlightenment alive. And when we have the incarnation of Paramashiva and Parashakti with us, we as Hindus should do our part in keeping this alive. And very recently, Devi Parashakti revealed in the Akashic reading that whatever may happen to India and to Bharat and the whole thing, she will keep the seed bank of Hinduism. With 1 lakh people, she will keep the seed bank of Hinduism alive in Kailasa. And she is manifesting through the Nijavatara of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to keep this knowledge tradition alive. And it is up to the people of India, it is up to the people of Bharat to keep this knowledge tradition. If we want it in Bharat and in India, 1 crore people have to wake up to this reality. 10 million people, 1 crore is 10 million people have to wake up to this reality and understand the importance of keeping this alive if we want it in India or Bharat. But Devi Parashakti, out of her extreme compassion for humanity, will not allow this science of enlightenment to die and keeping that seed bank of Hinduism alive. The enlightenment ecosystem and the whole enlightenment science is being kept alive as a seed bank of Hinduism in Kailasa through the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And it is our responsibility to contribute in whatever way we can towards this. And I sincerely thank Marika Pathak and your whole family for your consistent support and contribution to Kailasa and helping us with this huge revival. Thank you so much for coming live and sharing today, Ma.
Thank you.
Thank you. With this, we'll move on to the next segment of today's program after a short break.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach. I will reach you wherever you are. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within the next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being of Paramashiva. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashiva will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else. I tell you, each Bhava Samadhi darshan is a spiritual treat. Enjoy. Spiritual feast. Enjoy. Don't miss it. Never miss a Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Enjoy Paramashivoham, which is introducing and making you cognize the cosmic principles and cosmic beings. The state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. 1 or 2 times have Ganapati Darshan, Venkateshwara Bhava Samadhi Darshan, Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan. By 3rd time, 4th time, you will see every prayer you are asking those beings, Ganapati or Venkateshwara or Subramanya or Parashakti. Simply those prayers become reality, and the relationship between you and that cosmic beings built. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities, in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities, and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
I tell you, each Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a spiritual treat, enjoy. Spiritual feast, enjoy. Don't miss it. Never miss a Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Enjoy Paramashivoham, which is introducing and making you cognize the cosmic principles and cosmic beings. The state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva.
Welcome back, dear viewers. In the next segment of today's program, we are going to share with you about how can we connect with the Devi Parashakti, offer our deep gratitude to Devi for happening in our lives every single day, blessing us with all the boons, blessings, prayer requests, blessing us with everything that we ask for, blessing us with health, wealth, devotion, love, compassion, especially when the world is going through the second wave of pandemic on one side, war on the other side. And when the world is going through so much, there's so much of insecurity, anxiety, trauma, suffering, pain, anguish, fear. We are being blessed with the blessings and the darshan of Devi Parashakti. Today, we are going to share with you how we can offer and our gratitude and respects to Devi Parashakti. So the first offering is that of the E-Hundi offering, which is an offering of gratitude at the divine lotus feet of Devi Parashakti. Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vashya, Vayapaha, Shambhavi, Sharada, Aradhya, Sharvani, Sharmadayini. Devi is fond of true devotion and it is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion. She removes all the fears. Devi Parashakti removes the fear in the minds of the devotee. Just make an offering at the divine lotus feet of Devi Parashakti as she comes for darshan today. And you can make this E-Hundi offering as an offering of gratitude. The link to offer your E-Hundi offering, the link to make your E-Hundi offering is projected in the bottom of the screen. So you can go to tiny.cc/Devi-E-Hundi and make your offering to Devi Parashakti. The next offering is that of the Sankalpa chanting. Taitan mohite vishwam saiva vishwam prasuyate chaya chitta chavidanam tushtarudhim prayachati. This is directly from Devi Mahatmyam, the 12th chapter, 34th verse. The goddess enchants this universe and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess, being prayed without interest in anything, gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in the materialistic sense. Offering of the Sankalpa. So what is the purpose of offering the Sankalpa? See, Devi Parashakti is coming for the benefit of humanity. However, even the divine beings, incarnations, avatars, divine beings, they respect your conscious choice. If you make a conscious choice saying, I want the blessings and the darshan and the boon and the prayer request to be attended by Devi Parashakti, Devi Parashakti says, Tatastu, so be it. At the same time, you do have the conscious choice and the will to decide against. You say, no, I'm not going to worship Devi Parashakti. I don't want her blessings. I don't want the darshan. Devi says, Tatastu. If this is what you want, Tatastu, so be it. So the Sankalpa chanting is an offering where you make a conscious decision, a conscious resolution, a conscious intention to say, Devi, please bless me with your grace and prayer and blessings. So that is why Sankalpa chanting is only $1. Just for you to take an action towards receiving the grace and blessings of Devi Parashakti. It is just $1 per person, and you can, every darshan you come, do not miss offering the Sankalpa mantra, the Sankalpa chanting, because it's only $1. So you can just pay like $1 every day and get your Sankalpas blessed. And if you have 3-4 members in your family, you can offer the Sankalpa for 3 or 4 of them. It is nothing but an offering of gratitude at the divine lotus feet of Devi, requesting her blessings for you and for your family members. So if you want to offer the Sankalpa for, like, let's say 3 of your family members, it will be $3. So every day when you come for the darshan, always ensure you offer the Sankalpa so that you receive, your names are being chanted when the puja is being done, and you receive the grace and blessings of Devi Parashakti. The next offering is that of Sahasra Nama Swarna Kasu, Nama Parayana Prita. She who likes the repetition of her various names. This is an offering of the 1008 names of Devi Parashakti. It's a very special and a unique archana offered by the Mahameru of Devi Parashakti. Offering of a gold coin inscribed with each of the 1008 names, and receive the blessings to have the Ananta Kalyana Gunas, which is all the divine qualities of Devi Parashakti. So offer the Sahasranama Swarna Kasu. It comes in 3 different sizes. Smallest size is $75, medium size is $151, larger size is $251. So you can choose which size you want to offer, and you can make the offerings. Nama Parayana Prita. The next offering is that of the Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with a pearl. It also comes in 3 sizes. The smallest size is $251, medium size is $501, and the largest size is $750. The reference, the shloka says, Muktara lasat kirita ruchiram purnendu vakta prabham sinchannu purakinkini manidaram padma prabhabasuram sarvabhishta balapradam girisudam vani rama sevitam meenakshim pranadosmi santatamaham karunyavaram nidim. I move to Goddess Meenakshi, whose crowns as the garlands of pearls, and the face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by Goddess Rama and Vani. I remain ever bowing to Goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. Offer the pearl ring, the pearl finger ring, and receive the blessings to be showered by her compassion and pure love in all your business endeavors. The offering of the Mukta Anguti comes in 3 different sizes: $251, $500, and $751. The next offering is that of Swarna Padma Pushpa, the golden lotus. There is a reference directly in the Kamika Agama to Swarna Padma Pushpa. It says, Ashta Vidyeshwa Rupata Kumbhavarna Samyutam Sarve Sasutra Vastradya Hema Pankaja Bhushitaha Sapi Dhana Sakurchascha Pakva Bilva Palaprabaha Snanopadhyaya Samsiddha Pramanena Samanvitaha. All the Kalasha should be worn around with a suitable thread and covered with a new cloth. They should be adorned with a lotus flower made of gold. And there are a lot of scriptural references of using the lotus in the worship of Paramashiva. Almost everything in the worship of the ultimate involves the consecration of the deities of worship, or meditating on the mudras and asanas during worship involves the lotus flower, lotus leaf, lotus pericap, lotus petals. The lotus is a divine flower. Shakti of Paramashiva is also called as lotus. The base of Paramashiva Linga is a lotus. The disciple of Paramashiva is also considered as a lotus. Offer the golden lotus in any size you wish to, and be blessed to have the state, space, powers, being of Devi in your inner space amidst every adverse situation in life. The offering of the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the golden lotus, you can offer it by visiting tiny.cc/Devi-blessings.
The next offering is the Swarna Metti, which is the gold toe ring. It is available at $750. You whose brightness from toenails destroy the darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotees who prostrate at your feet. You whose brightness from your 2 feet overpowers that of the lotus flower too. Offer the toe ring to Devi Parashakti, adorning her sacred feet to be in constant gratitude for receiving her blessings in even the most difficult aspects of our life. Next slide, please. Yes, the next offering is a Swarna Mantika, the gold hairline jewelry, which is available at $750. Sudha Surabhivarshini, she who makes the nectar flow in our nerves from Sahasrara, she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. The Mantika represents the nectar flowing from Sahasrara chakra, which is fully opened. Offer the Mantika to Devi and receive the blessings of achieving the blissful state of overflowing gratitude and the space of complete completion. The next offering is the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, which is at $1,008 US. So you can offer the Pratyaksha Pada Puja if you want to manifest any reality you want. It is the best way of offering your gratitude and manifesting a deep feeling connection with Master. So this Pratyaksha Pada Puja is a lifetime opportunity where you can express gratitude, manifest the feeling connection, and manifest any desire, any goal that you want, just sitting at the feet of the Master. Next slide. The next seva is the Vastra Seva, which is offering the cloth to the Devi Parashakti, which is also available as a part of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja at $1,008 US. All these offerings are available at tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. Please project the next slide. How can you be part of these offerings? In the registration form, there are two options. One is ready to offer today, or if you have an intention to offer these specific seva. Let's say if you have your birthday on a prescribed date, or if you want to offer these sevas on one special date, or you want to manifest wealth, and then if you have an intention to offer these sevas, you can still fill the registration form. So the registration form will have three options: interested in offering, need help in manifesting, and need more details. So you can sign into tiny.cc/bhavasamadhi, the online payment link. Ready to offer the seva through online payment. It is available at tiny.cc/devi-offerings. After payment, submitting the details for puja names to be chanted, which is tiny.cc/sankalpa 2021. Next, I request Manya Swami to guide through the payment details and how do you enroll into $1 Sankalpa and e-Hundi.
So what you're seeing now on the screen is the link of offerings to Devi Parashakti, which is tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. So when you go to tiny.cc/Devi-offerings, this is the page that you will see, and you can open the drop down, the sevas drop down, and you can choose which seva that you would like to offer to Devi Parashakti. So let's say you choose any seva. So you can choose, let's say, okay. So you choose one of them and you can click on add to cart. So it goes and gets added to your cart. And if you want to add, let's say, for example, you want to do the Sahasranama Swarna Kasu and you want to do the Sankalpa, or you want to do the Sankalpa and you want to do the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, you can click the back button in the browser, come back and choose the Sankalpa chanting in addition. So choose the Sankalpa chanting and it shows us $1. And if you want to do it for, let's say, 5 of your family members, just choose a quantity as 5 and click on add to cart. So you will see that the item is being now added to the cart. You can verify the amount, verify the total amount, come down and click on proceed to checkout. Enter the billing details, enter the credit card details, you can come down, and any additional information that you want to give, and verify the total order amount, enter your credit card details, click on I agree to the terms and conditions of the website, and on the right side, click on place order. So this takes you through the payment process. Now, after you have done with this, then this is the first step, which is tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. You choose what offering that you want to make. Then you move to the next step, which is the Sankalpa form. After you have made the offering, you need to let us know the names of the family members you want chanted in the Sankalpa. So we have a separate form for it, which is a Sankalpa form. So just click on next. Scroll down, you agree to the terms and conditions. You enter your basic details, your name, email ID, phone number, your location details, and your payment details. What are the payments that you did? What is the payment order number? Uploading a screenshot of the payment confirmation. And all this information, scroll down. In the bottom, you choose which seva that you're offering, like you're offering for Devi, Parashakti, Akashic reading. You choose the seva that you want to offer and you click on next. When you click on next, it will take you to another page where you can choose which specific offering. Let's say for Devi, there are many offerings. So when you say Devi offerings, then out of the Devi offerings, what offering that you want to choose that you have made the payment for, and then it will ask you for the Sankalpa details. Okay, so you can enter the names of the family members that you want chanted in the Sankalpa. So here you can see the details of how it is asked and how you are to enter the Sankalpa. So you can enter the Sankalpa details and then click on next. Then finally, you come to the final page with the disclaimers. And then you submit the form. So this is the Sankalpa details, which is the second step. Then the final, what we want to show you is how you can make your contribution offering support through the YouTube live chat. So if you're watching us on YouTube live, we're showing you the YouTube live screen. And below the live screen or on the side, depending on the zoom level that you have. So here it's below the live screen. You will see below the live chat, you will see a dollar symbol, right? So just click on that dollar symbol. Go ahead and click on the dollar symbol below the live screen. And you will see three options there, which will be join to become a member of the channel, super chat, and super sticker. Yes, just below that, can you click the dollar symbol now below the live chat? Yes. So you will see three options here. Because this account is already a member, you're not seeing the member option. So you're seeing two options, super chat and super sticker. But if you are not a member, then it will also show you the member option. That's fine, ma'am. Just go to the super chat and super sticker options. When you click on super chat, so here you can enter the amount that you would like to offer and click on buy and send. And it opens up a pop-up where you have to enter your credit card details, payment details. Depending on the country, there are different payment options available. You click on buy and send. Next, you come back, you click on the dollar symbol, and you have an option of super sticker. Okay, so click on the super sticker option. It will show you various animated stickers that you can offer. You can choose which sticker that you want to offer. You can choose the amount, the denomination, and the sticker type that you like. So along with your offering, a sticker also comes up in the live chat. So that's the super sticker option. Click on buy and send, and then it again opens up a pop-up screen where you can enter your payment details and go ahead and make the offering. Yes. So this is the way you can make your offering of any specific offering that you would like to do to Devi. Make an e-hundi offering or a super chat offering or a super sticker offering, or become a member of the channel. Yes. Now we will move on to the next segment of understanding about what is Bhava Samadhi Darshan after a short break.
in one line, if I have to put it in a simple way, seeing always each other with a tremendous love that everyone is Paramashiva. There starts Kailasa. Whether you hug each other, love each other, or ferocious. Each Baba Samadhi darshan is a spiritual treat. Enjoy. Spiritual feast. Enjoy. Don't miss it. Never miss a Baba Samadhi darshan. Enjoy Paramashivoham, which is introducing and making you cognize the cosmic principles and cosmic beings. The state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. One or two times have Ganapati darshan, Venkateshwara Baba Samadhi darshan, Devi Baba Samadhi darshan. By third time, fourth time, you will see every prayer you are asking those beings, Ganapati or Venkateshwara or Subramanya or Parashakti. Simply those prayers become reality, and the relationship between you and the cosmic beings built.
Yes. The next segment is going to be preparation into the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Now let us get ready to prepare ourselves to receive the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Devi Parashakti, manifesting through the Nijavatara, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji. I request the NTV operator to please project the slides. Yes, the Bhava Samadhi Darshan is not an event in space and time. Rather, Darshan happens at the moment when we are lifted out of space and time. During Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. Bhava is defined as the directing and activating the emotional and spiritual energy that is created through meditation on the avatar. The brain neurons mirror, activate, and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing and without the physical act of imitation. That is, our entire body silently and without movement recreates what is happening. Distance is far away, experiencing the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar. The science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan knows no distance. The phenomena modern science is just discovering and terms as quantum tunneling. Our thoughts per second reduces significantly and we relax into a space beyond thoughts, which is thoughtlessness, becoming mentally at ease in coexisting dimensions beyond duality, which is we and the divine become one, unconditionally by the parameters of time and space. A science that Einstein could not believe, and today the researchers are exploring it to be true. Now, what is this quantum tunneling? That is a science, and it's the probability of the quantum particle, like an electron, with less kinetic energy to cross over the potential energy of the energy barrier. An electron acts both as a wave and a particle. Imagine a scenario. What happens when an electron with less kinetic energy approaching a hill? Will the electron be able to cross the potential energy or the peak of the hill? Answer is no. So as a particle, however, as a wave, the electron has the ability to pass over propagating itself through the hill and go to the other side. This is the science behind the quantum tunneling. The same science is imposed on people who witness the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. That is because we are able to mirror the neurons of the divine immediately through quantum tunneling. We are able to travel through the divine energy and mirror the exact same neurons. Now, what is the science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan? When Krishna once saw his own extraordinary sweetness reflected in the jeweled wall, he was amazed and said, "How unprecedented and astonishing is this deep and indescribable sweetness of mine. When I see it, even I become greedy to enjoy its sweetness, just like Radhika. When I saw my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it, but I cannot. But after due consideration, I find the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika. Sri Radhika was in Bhava Samadhi of Krishna to be able to relish the sweetness of his own form. Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the science of Nijavatara, manifesting Paramashiva, the consciousness expressing through the being of Paramashiva through a divine light body, which is Divya Sharira, and manifest as the Nijavatara, the physical form, for us to experience the ultimate, the Paramashiva. By the enlightening teachings of the Guru, Khatana, by the Sankalpa, the graceful Shakti Pada, the graceful transmission of the spiritual powers, by looking at the sacred feet of the Guru, or by complete loving favor of the Guru Prasada, the ultimate goal and space, Paramapadam is attained. Just with the grace of the Guru, we attain the ultimate state, and that is what is going to happen today when we receive the blessings and the grace of Devi Parashakti manifesting through our Guru, through our Nijavatara, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji. Now let us see the example of the Nijavatara Devi Meenakshi. When Devi Parashakti expresses her form through the being of Devi Rajarajeshwari, and it manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form Devi Meenakshi. Now, the Nijavatara, Bhagavan Muruga, when Bhagavan Paramashiva expresses through the being of the Subramanya, and when it the Nijavatara, the physical form Bhagava Muruga happens. When Bhagavan Paramashiva expresses the being of Arunagiri Yogeshwara, our Nijavatara, the physical form, the current living incarnation, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji manifested. When Bhagavan Parandama expresses the being of Mahavishnu and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form, as Bhagavan Venkateshwara. The Archavatara reflects the consciousness and manifestation of the superconscious energy. But human beings are not matured enough to receive the higher level experiences from the Archavatara directly. And therefore, the avatar, the physical embodied form, comes down to bridge this gap and creates the experience of superconscious energy, superconsciousness in all of us through these Bhava Samadhi Darshans. When we have the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Nijavatara, manifesting beings of various dimensions of Paramashiva, the auspicious components and the powerfulness of those dimensions of Paramashiva are awakened in us. Dimension of Paramashiva manifesting in the Nijavatara for us to experience the same is known as the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the direct experience of causeless bliss. During Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our being becomes alive and celebrates with the energy wave of the existence. Our very muscles learn to imbibe and radiate Paramashiva. Bhava Samadhi Darshan is like a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. Without much effort from our side, our very biomemory awakens to the space of Paramashiva, ultimate consciousness during Bhava Samadhi Darshan. To have the glimpse of having the darshan of an avatar cleanses the karmas of lifetimes and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us. Gratitude enables the reflection of consciousness, and it is on all levels, whether it is physical, psychological, and ultimately conscious level. Darshan meditation as a preparation helps us to fall into the space of gratitude. And it is during that time we drop the conscious resolution, Satya Sankalpa of anything we want or need in our life. Be ready to reflect the consciousness of Paramashiva. That is all you need to manifest the best of your life and the lives of people around you. What is the right context to receive the darshan? I know that you are everything. I know that you are everything and you are in the embodied form of Paramashiva, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji. And you are in this body. You are manifesting through this body. You are the source of both, the source of everything and the source of Swamiji himself. Let me connect with you and let you reveal yourself to me. Let me be in Bhava Samadhi of you, O Paramashiva. So let us set this context, let us hold this strong context while being in conscious resolution and receive the blessings of Devi Parashakti. And we can take a few minutes to set up for the Panchopachara Puja, right? So, we can take a few minutes to set up the Panchopachara Puja. The items that is required for setting up for the Panchopachara Puja is sandalwood powder, flowers, incense stick, lamp, food offering, which is Naivedyam. You can also enter the Naivedyam offerings in tiny.cc/food donation. Let us get ready and take few minutes to set up the Panchopachara Puja.
வேண்டியது பராசக்தி. பரமசக்தி பரஷோடசி மனோன்மணியன் பொறுப்பென்பதால் சத்தியங்கள் சிலவற்றை சொல்லுகின்றேன், நன்றாய் கேட்டுக் கொள்ளுங்கள். அடுத்த சில மாதங்களில் 1000 அல்ல, லட்சம் அல்ல, கோடியில் உயிர்கள் பலியாகும். இந்திய நாட்டினில் கோடியில் உயிர்கள் பலியாகும். உண்மையை சொல்லுகின்றேன், நன்மையை சொல்லுகின்றேன், தேடிக்கொள்ளுங்கள் உங்கள் வாழ்க்கைக்கு பாதுகாப்பை. ஆதி கைலாசத்தை நிர்வகிக்கும் அன்பர்களே, நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள். 12 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பாக வரப்போகும் இந்த மாபெரும் பிரளயத்தை தெரிந்து கொண்டு உலகில் இருக்கும் எல்லா ஔஷத சக்திகளையும் ஒன்றாய் திரட்டி நவபாஷாணத்து நிறுத்தி ஆனந்த லிங்கமாய் வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் ஸ்தாபித்து வைத்தேன். வருகின்ற குரு பூர்ணிமையோடு 12 ஆண்டுகள் அந்த ஞான ரசவாதம் பழுத்து முதிர்ந்து முழுமையான நவபாஷாண லிங்கமாய் மலர்ந்து விடுகின்றது. வருகின்ற குரு பௌர்ணமியில் இருந்து வருகின்ற எல்லோரும் அங்கு வந்து நவபாஷாண தீர்த்தத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடி செல்ல அனுமதியுங்கள். அதற்கு வகை செய்யும் விதத்திலே நல்ல முறையிலே எல்லா நன்மையும் செய்து வையுங்கள். இந்த தீர்த்தத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடியோர்க்கும் அந்த தீர்த்தத்தை அருந்தியோர்க்கும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்று வராது, மரணம் இல்லை, துக்கம் இல்லை. இது அறிவியல் பூர்வமாய் அனுபவ பூர்வமாய் நிரூபிக்கப்படும். அதனால் கோடிக்கணக்கில் மக்கள் வரிசையில் நின்று கோடிக்கணக்கில் மக்கள் வரிசையில் நின்று தினந்தோறும் வந்து நவபாஷாணத்தாலான ஆனந்த லிங்கத்தில் நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்தில் நீராடி வணங்கி நன்மை பெற்று செல்வார்கள். நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள் மக்களே. ஆதி கைலாசத்து நிர்வாகிகளே, இந்த ஒரு சேவையை உலகத்திற்கு செய்யுங்கள். நீங்கள் செய்த எல்லா கர்மங்களுக்கும் பிராயஷ்சித்தமாகும். நல் அமைதியும் ஞானமும் யோகமும் உங்களுக்கும் கிட்டும், உலகத்திற்கும் கிட்டும். 12 ஆண்டுகள் முன்பாக பராசக்தி நான் செய்து வைத்த நவபாஷாணம் சித்தித்து புளித்து பழுத்து முதிர்ந்து ரசவாத யோகத்தில் சித்தியாகி இன்று நிறைந்த நவபாஷாண நித்யானந்த லிங்கமாய் வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் மலர்ந்திருக்கின்றது. இதை செய்த காரணம் வரப்போகும் பிரபஞ்சத்தின் பிரளயத்திலிருந்து மக்களை காத்திடவே. எல்லோரும் கேளுங்கள். ஆதி கைலாசத்து நேரடியாய் மறைமுகமாய் உதவி செய்து உடன் இருந்த எல்லோரும் கேளுங்கள். உங்கள் எல்லோரையும் நம்பியே இந்த படகை நாம் உருவாக்கினோம். இந்த பெரும் சேவையில் எல்லோரும் வந்து பாகமாயிருந்து கொரோனா வராதவர், வந்தவர், வந்து நீங்கியோர் நவபாஷாண நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்து தீர்த்த விருந்து எல்லோரும் வந்து நல் நீராடி தற்காப்பும் பெற்று நோய் கண்டவர் நோயும் தீர்ந்து நன்மையெல்லாம் அடைந்திட இந்திய நாட்டு மக்களே, உங்களால் இயன்றதை செய்திடுங்கள். உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் நல் பாதுகாப்பும் உண்டு, நல்லதும் உண்டு. என்னை இழந்தாலும், என்னை நீங்கள் மறுத்தாலும் உங்களை நான் காப்பேன். அஞ்சாதீர்கள். பெருங்கருணை பேரருளால் நான் செய்து வைத்த கப்பலை உபயோகித்து இந்த ஆழிப் பிரளயத்தின் பெருங்கூத்து ஊழிக்கூத்திலிருந்து உங்களை காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். உண்மையை சொல்லிவிட்டேன், நன்மையை சொல்லிவிட்டேன். பிராயச்சித்தம் வேண்டுமென்றும் காப்பாற்ற வேண்டுமென்றும் கதறிய பக்தர்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் பெருங்கருணையினால் தீர்வை தந்து விட்டேன். அன்பர்களே, பக்தர்களே, சீடர்களே, என் சொல் கேட்கும் நேர்மையான தொண்டர்களே, புயல் என புறப்படுங்கள். ஆதி கைலாசத்திற்கு தேவையானதெல்லாம் உடனடியாய் செய்து வரப்போகும் மக்களுக்கெல்லாம் அன்னதானம் செய்து அவர்கள் நல்லபடி வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடி நவபாஷாண மருந்தையே விருந்தாய் கொண்டு நோயிலிருந்து தற்காப்பும் பெற்று உயிர்காப்பும் பெற்று நல்லபடியாய் வாழ்ந்திட தேவையான சேவைகளை செய்யுங்கள். இதுதான் உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் பிராயச்சித்தம். நித்யானந்தன் வடிவு தாங்கி நிஜாவதாரமாய் நான் இந்திய நாட்டில் வந்தபொழுது என்னை வைத்து வாழாத பெருங்குற்றத்திற்கு பிராயச்சித்தம் இதுவே உங்களுக்கு. இதை யாவது செய்து, இது ஒன்றையாவது செய்து உங்களையும் காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள், நாட்டையும் காத்திடுங்கள். கோடிகளில் உயிர்கள் போகப் போகின்றது என்பதை நேரில் காண்பீர்கள். கண்ட பிறகுதான் நான் சொல்லும் வார்த்தையின் சத்தியமும் உண்மையும் உங்களுக்கு புரிய போகின்றது. அழிவதற்கு முன் வந்து நவபாஷாண மருந்தை விருந்தாய் பெற்று மரணத்திலிருந்து உங்களை காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். மக்களே, இது ஒன்றே வழி. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம். பெருங்கருணை பேரருளால் அன்னை பராசக்தி அருளினேன் சத்தியத்தை. இந்த ஒரு சத்தியத்தை உடனடியாய் புரிந்து கொண்டு உங்களுக்கும் உலகத்துக்கும் நன்மை செய்து கொள்ளுங்கள். ஆதி கைலாசத்து நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்தின் எல்லைக்குள் ஆருக்கும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்று தீண்டாது. இந்த சத்தியத்தை அனுபவபூர்வமாகவும் அறிவியற்பூர்வமாகவும் முழுமையாக நீங்கள் புரிந்து கொள்வீர்கள். இது நிரூபணமாகும். அன்னை பராசக்தி 12 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பாக உள்ள ஞான ஔஷத சக்திகள் அனைத்தையும் பிரம்மாண்ட யோனி ஹிரண்ய கர்ப்பத்திலிருந்து கொண்டு வந்து உருவாக்கி வைத்த நவபாஷாண லிங்கம் இன்று பிரளயத்திலிருந்து காக்கும் பெரும் கப்பலாய் உங்களுக்கு உதவும். என இழந்தாலும் நான் செய்து வைத்த இந்த ரசவாத ஞானத்தின் துணை இழக்காமல் உங்களை நீங்களே காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். இது ஒன்றே வழி மக்களே, இது ஒன்றே வழி. ஓம் 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 ஓம். one line, if I have to put it in a simple way, seeing always each other with a tremendous love that everyone is Paramashivam. There starts Kailasa. Whether you hug each other, love each other, or ferociously train each other, the core cognition should be seeing each other as Paramashivam. That is where the seed of Kailasa starts. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist. Not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model communities. Kailasa, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Pitas all over the world. All powerful cognitions, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. This is a fundamental truth. Celebrate your existence because you are conscious. I am teaching you the pure science of enlightenment. Paramashivoham. I am revealing this science to you all because I love you all. Because I love you all. Is greater science. We do everything centered on greater science of cosmos called Vedas and Agamas. That is the branding of Hinduism. That is the core center of Kailasa. That is the way Kailasa should manifest and live. I welcome all of you, the whole world, to come and celebrate, enjoy not only the enlightenment ecosystem, the beauty of how it is getting revived. Be an insider for this great revival process. If you are an insider even for a startup company, you will understand not only the result of the company, even that being an insider is such a joy. Being an insider, when it was happening, is something extraordinary. So, I welcome welcome all of you to come and be part of an insider of this revival of Kailasa, the enlightenment ecosystem, sovereign order of Kailasa, Kailasa nation itself. I request and welcome, invite all of you to become e-Kailasian. Get your free passport and make billions receive this free passport. Kailasa is an effort, humble effort, and our humble offering at the feet of Paramashiva to keep the grand narrative of Hinduism alive. To make people understand Hinduism is functional system, not just for enlightenment, even economic principles, policies, administrative policies, social structures, everything in every level. So the humble effort to keep that grand narrative alive is this Kailasa. What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is e-Kailasa.
Nithyananda, welcome back, dear viewers. And yes, now what we listened to was the clipping where Devi Parashakti herself revealed about the spiritual vaccination, the solution for the whole COVID pandemic that has struck and that's taking its toll in India, mainly in India and many of the whole world. Now, we would like to take you through the translation, a rough translation of what Devi revealed in Tamil. So we're just going to read out the translation for all of you. And this is the closest translation. This is not exactly because Devi Parashakti talks in the most ancient language. So which even the people who know Tamil cannot completely comprehend or understand. So this is the closest translation to what Devi reveals. So I'll now be reading out the translation of that. Yes, here Devi Parashakti in this clipping, she reveals People of India, listen properly. Bharat is the great enlightened land where from time to time avatar Purushas come, blossom and do good to the world. The only Bharata which is there cannot be lost. People, the enlightenment womb cannot be made sterile. For generation after generation, Jnanis and Avatar Purushas has to come, has to live, has to blossom. Only that is the best good to the world. World cannot be sacrificed for the sake of conspiracies done by some ignorant thieves who got stuck in Maya. Srishti should not have loss. Cosmos should not have destruction. To save the cosmos from Pralaya, I need a huge ship. Its name is Adi Kailasa. Adi Kailasa is the ship that will gather all the enlightened powers of this cosmos and save the people from Pralaya.
Through the tricks of traitors, rules of enemies, without any other way out, time came for the sailor itself to leave. That is why the sky is boiling and moving towards huge destruction. People, even if children do mistakes and ignorance by getting stuck in Maya, as it is Parashakti, Paramashakti, Parashodasi, Manonmani, my responsibility to save the cosmos from destruction. I am telling some of the truths. Listen properly. Within the next few months, not in thousands or in lakhs, lives will be lost in crores. Crores of lives lost in India. I am telling you the truth. I am telling you the good. Search for protection for your life.
I request the NTV operator to kindly project the slides, please, and please move to the next slide. The next slide. No? Loved ones, administering Adi Kailasa, listen properly. Before 12 years, knowing the pralaya that was about to come, gathering together all the outside Shaktis from all over the world, with healing it in the Navapashana, I installed it as Ananda Linga in Vaidya Sarovar. In the coming Guru Purnima, that enlightenment alchemy will come to fruition and maturity and blossom as the complete Navapashana Linga. From the upcoming Guru Purnima, allow everyone coming there to take sacred bath in the Navapashana Lingam. Make all needed arrangement in all ways for that. Deadly corona will not come to those who drink the tirtha and take the sacred bath. There is no death. There is no suffering. This will be scientifically and experientially proved. So crores of people will come every day, standing in queue to take sacred bath and worship the Navapashana Lingam, Ananda Navapashana Lingam, and leave receiving goodness. Listen properly, people. Kailasa administrators, do this one seva. It will be a prayaschitta to all the karmas you did. You and the world will have good peace, enlightenment, and fortune. The Navapashana made by me, Parashakti, 12 years before, is in fruition, fermented, matured in alchemy yogam. Today, as fulfilled Navapashana, it has blossomed as Nithyananda Linga in Vaidya Sarovar. The reason for doing this is to save people from the upcoming cosmic pralaya.
Everyone listen. Every one of you who were with Adi Kailasa, helping directly and indirectly, listen. I created this ship, trusting you all. In this great seva, everyone being a part, people who did not get corona, people who are affected with corona, people who got recovered from corona, for all of them, great medicine is a tirtha, treat of Navapashana Nithyananda Linga. Everyone come, take good sacred path, have self-protection, diseases of the diseased getting healed, to attain all the goodness, people of India, do whatever you can. Good protection is there for all of you. Goodness is there. Even if you lost me, even if you reject me, I will protect you. Do not fear. Use the ship made by me with great compassion and grace, and protect yourself from this cosmic deluge. I am just reading out the exact transcript of the rough translation. Actually, what Devi Parashakti revealed is just a rough translation of it, and I'm just reading that out. I told the truth, I told the goodness for all the devotees who cried for protection. I gave the solution with great compassion. Devotees, disciples, and the honest volunteers start as a cyclone to Adi Kailasa, doing all that is needed immediately, doing anadhan to people who will be coming and taking the bath in Navapashana, having the medicine of Navapashana as feast, getting self-protection from disease, having soul protection, to live in goodness, do all the needed seva. This is the Parashakti for all of you. This is the Parashakti for the huge crime of not having me with them when I came to India, taking the form of Nithyananda as Nijavatar. Do at least this. Do at least this one thing. Save yourself and the country. You'll directly see crores of lives getting lost. Only after seeing you will understand the truth of this. Before destroying, have the Navapashana medicine as a feast and save yourself from death. People, this is the only way.
With the great compassion and grace, Mother Parashakti, I bestowed with the truth. Understand this one truth immediately and do good to yourself and the world. No one in the boundary of Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Linga will be touched by the deadly infection corona. You will understand this truth completely, both scientifically and experientially. This will be proved. Mother Parashakti, before 12 years, this Navapashana Lingam was created, gathering all the jnana out to the Shaktis from the Brahmanda Yoni, Hiranya Garbha. Today, it will help as a great ship to save from Pralaya. Even if you lost me, don't lose the protection of alchemy, enlightenment created by me, and save yourself. This is the only way, oh people. This is the only way.
Wow. Such powerful revelation. This, it is directly for each and every one of us to save ourselves. Understand all the people that are suffering. So many people, actually, we even had some time before, like people coming and sharing how it is living in that situation, seeing whether the virus might not be affecting you, but every day seeing all your near and dear ones dying, the people whom you spoke to, suddenly next day they are not there. Understand the only solution for this is Adi Kailasa Anandalingam. Now let's actually watch another clipping about this revelation directly from Devi Parashakti herself. So we request the interview operator to kindly play the video.
ஷாலினி விஸ்வநாதன். உலகமெல்லாம் கொரோனா என்னும் கொடுந்துக்கத்தால் மடிவதைக் கண்டு சகிக்க முடியவில்லை என்று கதறுகின்றாய் மகளே. என்ன செய்வது? உலகை காக்க நானும் ஒரு பெருங்கப்பல் கட்டினேன், ஆதி கைலாசம் செய்தேன். அது அழியும் பொழுது நீ காண சகிக்காது இருந்தும் கண்டும் சும்மா இருந்தீர்கள். ஆதி கைலாசம் அழியும் பொழுது கண்டு சும்மா இருந்தவர்கள் உலகம் அழியும் பொழுதும் கண்டு சும்மா இருந்தேதான் தீர வேண்டும். உங்களை காப்பதற்கு கப்பல் கட்டினேன். அந்த கப்பலை காத்திட யாரும் துணை நில்லாது அவரவர் வாழ்வை கவனிக்க சென்றீர்கள். இப்பொழுது படுந்துக்கத்தை நீங்கள் பட்டுதானே தீர வேண்டும். நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். அரசு, நீதி, நிர்வாகம், காவல், பணம் எனும் 8 துறையும் ஊடகத்தோடு சேர்ந்து மக்களுக்கு நேர்மையோ நீதியோ இல்லாது செயல்படுவதனால் மனித இனமே உருகி கரைவதை நீங்கள் பார்ப்பீர்கள். என்ன செய்வேன் மகளே? எத்துணையோ சொன்னேன், எத்துணையோ செய்தேன், இன்னமும் சொல்லுகின்றேன். ஞான இனம் சனாதன இந்து மதம் அழியவிட மாட்டேன். கைலாசத்தில் விதை வங்கி செய்து வைத்து விடுவேன். பாரதத்தில் இந்து மதம் இருக்க வேண்டுமா என்று இந்தியர்கள் முடிவு செய்து கொள்ளுங்கள். என்ன செய்வது? தன் வாழ்க்கையை தாண்டி இந்த சனாதன இந்து தர்மமே வாழ்ந்திட வேண்டும் என்று வாழ்ந்திட தயாராயிருக்கும் கோடி பேர் புறப்பட்டால் இந்து மதம் இந்தியாவில் இருக்கும். லட்சம் பேரை வைத்து இந்து மதத்தை கைலாசத்தில் விதை வங்கி வடிவில் சக்திகள் ஞானத்தோடு சரியை கிரியை யோக ஞானம் என்னும் எல்லா வகைகளோடும் வரித்து உயிரோடு வைத்து விடுவேன் பராசக்தி நான். இந்தியாவில் இந்து மதம் வாழ்வது உங்கள் பொறுப்பு. போய் வா.
Yes, welcome back, dear viewers. In this video clipping that we all saw just now, Devi Parashakti answering to one of the questions asked by the devotees. Devi Parashakti revealed what is the one thing, if anybody is bothered to say themselves during this coronavirus pandemic, or if there's something that people want to do, what is that one thing that humanity can do to save itself from the whole pandemic?
Actually, I'm just going to be reading out a rough translation of what we just heard, because what Parashakti is speaking in this is even older than Tamil. It's called as Tamari. So it's even older than Tamil. So this is just a rough translation of it. Oh, Indians, listen. All those regretting, losing Nithyananda Nija Avatara without confusion and without talking, just as lip service, go to Adi Kailasa. Crores of people will come there looking for help. Navapashana, water, feast, and medicine to get health and protection and enlightenment. For all of them, give annadana, make facilities and opportunities. This is the great service you can do for India. To protect India from the great destruction, I, Parashakti, made this huge ship. Even if the captain is not there, ship is there. Protect your life by doing this service.
Understand, Devi Parashakti revealed this very recently, and Devi Parashakti does show what is set forth for the humanity, especially Indians who are suffering from this whole coronavirus pandemic. We will now take you through a series of articles, what the publishings from the news, which establish the reality, what Devi revealed, how it has already started happening. You all can see the pictures here actually, where many different media houses have posted the numbers of deaths that are happening and the situation, how it's worsening, exactly as revealed by Devi. Next slide. No?
We all can see how the death rates are increasing. You can keep going to the next slides. No?
In 24 hours, 516 deaths just in one place. Imagine. Exactly.
Oh my God, it's like walking huge amount just due to COVID. Next slide.
Now,
see the effects and side effects. We are already seeing how the post-COVID world is. Social distancing and self-isolation has become a new norm. Travel restrictions and having a lot of restrictions in the workplace, reduced workforce across all economic sectors, job losses, school closure, disruption of normal life of children, decreased demand for medical supplies, increased demand in products, domino effect on health, xenophobia, ethnic groups, geographic groups, understanding.
Now, what we saw, understand, it is not just about the impacts of COVID, side effects of the pandemic, where people's mental health, what we just took you all through, people are affected, people are contemplating suicides.
Understand, you see the next slide. Actually, you can go to the next slide. Now you can see this COVID-19 is like
sorry for the technical glitch, understand the amount of millions of people that are getting pushed into poverty, the crores and crores of people who are suffering from mental health illnesses, who are contemplating suicides. Then there are 400 million plus people who are affected, whose jobs are affected. Understand, the whole world, humanity is facing a pralaya, a deluge, a great deluge. When the whole world is facing extreme downfall, and when humanity is searching everywhere for a solution, and when the whole world, when business people withdrew their businesses, when people shut doors on others, when even hugging others out of love became, even hug an act of love, no more is called love, because people are all like, so everybody's in insecurity, fear of death, losing relationships, losing lives. When the whole world is suffering, there was one place that opened its doors to the whole world, reaching out to the maximum number of people. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism opened the doors of Kailasa, made Kailasa happen, opened the doors of Kailasa, making Kailasa available in tens and thousands of digital platforms, in hundreds of languages, across 150 countries, in more than 500 plus cities, as temples, monasteries, schools, e-gurukuls, libraries, annalayas, in thousands of places, and offering programs that is running non-stop. Understand, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism extended himself to the humanity, opened the doors of Kailasa, saving millions of lives. Let us now take a look on all the solutions, the sciences, and all the solutions that Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism extended to the humanity during the Pralaya. since the time the Pralaya started. Actually, to be precise, even before the world could smell something called the COVID pandemic, even before something called coronavirus, or even before something about this disease started, years before, in 2019, Navaratri time, even before that, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed in satsang, kept warning the humanity. Swamiji kept saying, for the next 3 years, it is extremely important for humanity to realize. And Swamiji kept telling, just keep yourself alive. I will somehow reach the enlightenment science at your doorstep. Keeping up to his word. To this day, Swamiji is reaching out to people. There are people living in Guyana, there are people living in Guadeloupe, people living in somewhere in New Zealand, people living in Australia, Canada, in every part of the world. People are getting saved. Thousands of lives are getting saved because somehow Swamiji reaches this great truths to them at their doorstep. Somewhere, some Instagram post as a meme in Instagram or as a tweet in Twitter, as a YouTube video, as a Facebook post, somehow these great spiritual truths are reaching to people. Understand? Today, Swamiji has made this Ananda Lingam available to people as the only solution for coronavirus pandemic. Anybody who wants to become a part of this great, grand, this whole great, grand savior, like this whole Ananda Lingam and the Vaidya Sarovar, if you want to become a part of this conscious protection to humanity, you can sign up, each and every one of you. If you feel, what is the thing that I can do? What is it? How can I make a difference? Not just for my near and dear ones, but for the humanity. Because each second, there is somebody's loved one that is passing away. There is some child is becoming an orphan. Somebody is losing their job. Somebody is contemplating suicide. Somebody is looking for a solution, looking for someone to reach out to them. Somebody who is desperately looking for something to save their life. If you want to make a difference to that, you can become a part of this grand happening. You can become a part of the only solution for planet Earth right now. Register at tinyurl.com/join Paramashivoham. I request the link to be projected as a scroll, and I request the last slide to be projected, please.
You repeat, tinyurl.com/join Paramashivoham. The link, we'll be projecting the link, tinyurl.com/join Paramashivoham.
Now, everybody that are watching us, whoever is watching us on YouTube, right now, you all can go ahead and comment. How many of you are going to become a part of this? How many of you are deciding to take a jump? Understand, whether humanity joins or not, Swamiji has always made
in one line, if I have to put it in a simple way, seeing always each other with a tremendous love, that everyone is Paramashiva. There starts Kailasa. Whether you hug each other, love each other, or ferociously train each other, the core cognition should be seeing each other as Paramashiva. That is where the seed of Kailasa starts. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist. Not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model communities. Kailasas, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Pitas all over the world. All powerful cognitions, knowledge, only when you live power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. This is a fundamental truth.
Sorry for the technical glitch. Now, what we all were seeing, understand all the problems that we saw, all the millions of losses, everything that humanity is suffering with. Kailasa is the solution. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the only solution. He has opened up himself. He has extended himself to the humanity just for people. Just for the humanity to experience, the humanity to be safe. If you want to save yourself, and if you want to save somebody's loved one, you want to save, you want to be there for someone, you want to do something good for the humanity, understand, become a part of the Paramashiva Sena, become a part of this great grand savior for the whole of humanity from the COVID pandemic. You all can register yourself at tinyurl.com/join Paramashiva Sena. Whether it is contributing of a few $1,000 or whether it is you contributing your time, your talent, your treasure, someday become a part of this. Swamiji beautifully, Devi Parashakti herself beautifully revealed. If Bharat wants to save itself, it is high time that us Hindus wake up, rush to Adi Kailasa, do the smallest bit of what we can, but make this happen, because this Guru Purnima, this great grand medicine is becoming ready. The Navapashana Linga is becoming ready, attaining its fruition. The alchemy is becoming complete after 12 years. Register at tinyurl.com/join Paramashiva Sena.
Actually, we can even see, if we go to the previous slides, we can actually see how this Navapashana Linga was made. It's actually a very, one of the rarest signs. Every medicine has certain amount of poison.
Yes.
If you put it in that proportion, it will be the right poison, the proportion of poisons with the right measurement, right proportion, the right temperature, like in the right way. When you consume it, it will be the ultimate medicine. That is why Paramashiva has the Alahala poison, the most venomous poison in his throat. And when he blows the air, everybody gets healed. Neela Kanta, he has the alahala poison.
Actually, I remember Swamiji was saying in one of the satsang that even like you were saying, that every medicine that is available, not just ancient medicines, even modern medicines, if you see, anything if you take as beyond a limit, like when you take a higher quantity, that becomes poison. What is something to save your life becomes a poison, because the root of every medicine is a poison. And Swamiji also beautifully explains, Pashana is not the poison as we understand. It is a poison, is the highest of healing qualities. It is a poison for the ego. And Swamiji beautifully explains how these Nava Pashanas, the 9 Pashanas, with various permutation combinations of it. You can go back to the previous slide. No? Sorry. You can go back to the previous slide and project the images. These 9 types of poisons, the Nava Pashanas, with its various permutation combination, becomes the ultimate medicine. That is why the Nithyananda Linga, the Vaidya the 21-foot tall Shiva Linga, is energized by an avatar made of the 9 Pashanas. The Stapati who made it is the last of its kind. The Stapati who made the Navapashana Nithyananda Linga is the last of his generation, is the last of his occupation, is the last of his kind. And he came to Swamiji, took the blessings of Swamiji, and Swamiji, in the presence of Swamiji, he made the Linga. Understand, the Navapashana happens completely only when an avatar energizes it, only when an avatar processes it, and only when he blesses and bestows it.
And now we're actually going to be watching a small documentary which is going to show about this Ananda Linga and its healing benefits. We can go to the next slide. Next slide, please. No? The next slide, you could play the next video. Yes. Please play the video.
From ancient times, the Upanishads say, in the beginning, everything existed in an unmanifested, unified state of pure consciousness. From that state of pure consciousness, the vibrations of the cosmic soundless sound, Om, manifested. From the vibration Om, the first element, ether, happened. Then, ether began to move, which created air. Air is nothing but ether in action. The movement of ether produced friction, because of which heat generated. Particles of heat energy combined to form intense light, which manifested the fire element. Because of that heat, a portion of the ether dissolved and liquefied, manifesting the water element. And the same then solidified to form the earth element. Thus, the ether manifested into 4 elements: air, fire, water, and earth. And from earth, all organic living beings, like plants and animals, were born and evolved